Welcome to Season 1, Episode 4 of My Husband Bought What on Where. From Episode 3, I included some information about the Till Valhalla project, and I talked about a shirt and a thermos that I also was going to show. I didn't include that in Episode 3. But I'm including it in this one. This is the back. You may see me struggle, but you will never see me quit. On the sleeve it says the Till Valhalla project, those who know, honor. And then on the front, I will never quit. And then the thermos, freedom is earned, never given. These are little ways that we can support our nation's veterans, and money that is earned through the Till Valhalla project. A lot of it goes to supporting our nation's veterans and helping with projects like the Wounded Warrior Project. So they put money to places that are already actively helping, and they're in a way acting as a fundraising source for them. So not only does the money go to helping, but you're also able to have something that in your everyday use can stand out as a reminder to you to not give up, regardless of if you have a military background or not. And it can serve as a visual supporter if you have coworkers who are veterans, if you have friends that are veterans, regardless of what branch, what time frame they served. It can be a little way to extend an olive branch. So, wanted to include that because I love what these guys are doing. And the products are really nice. That shirt's incredibly soft. I love it. So tonight we have, I think, from more recent order. I'm excited because I think I know what these are, but I don't know that I do know. So it's like almost like a Christmas present.
Sorry, I apparently cut part of it.
Well, hey, but you didn't cut the important part.
No,
in fact, you made it easier.
Yeah.
So this is a little pull string. And I think this disc lights up.
I hope it's not broken.
It's not.
Okay.
Yep, it lights up. So, you've probably seen something like this in the past where give it rotation and it makes a connection, and that's what closes the circuit to where the light can engage. So the battery is always ready to go, but it waits until the circuit gets closed for the battery to actually be used. So the battery's in play, and the sound that you're hearing is actually the spring right here. And it's that spring that keeps it from just being in contact all the time. But anyway, that'll be fun. The kids will love that. Especially where it's starting to get dark sooner.
Wait, that's yours.
This is a 1/2 meter LED strip, and it looks like it has an adhesive backing. They have different options on these as far as the kind of finish you want. This one is is not waterproof. But you can get these up to 3 meters in length, and something like this can be super bright, but can also be easily powered by a little power bank. So I mean, even with the lights on, you can see the intensity off of the black light. If you hadn't caught the verbal response, oh geez. That gives a pretty good spread for what it is. I mean, this is not big. It's 0.5 meters. 0.5. So it's like 1.5 feet, 18 inches.
It's at least a foot long. That's bright.
Yeah, that's that's great. I mean, they make this in just a really long strip of it, and then they just cut it off and solder the wire to connect it. But when it's made in the plant, all they have to do is cut right here. So if you wanted to make it shorter, that's also a possibility. I don't know how that plays into the transistor factor. Electronics is not my specialty.
Oh, thank you.
I'm gonna have fun with that.
Yes, you are. Especially with Halloween coming up.
Oh yeah. Alright. Okay, so this they're marketing as an LED flashlight can change the color.
Holy crap.
Now, it's not just an LED flashlight, it's an LED projection flashlight. And the instructions tell you what type of battery it takes. So,
This is its own little tripod.
well, it should. So the tripod mounts right into here. The battery that this takes is the 18650, which is rechargeable. That is becoming a bit more common. But this has a spot here for
Different cards.
different
Does that have images on it? Or
images, yeah.
Okay.
And so you take this
Yeah.
and
This one has ghosts, pumpkins. I can't tell the other, witches, and I don't know what the top one is. Yeah, I really can't tell.
this has a snowman. Well, they're upside down. They're upside down because the lens in here is going to invert the image. Oh, okay. So these you don't have to pop out or pop in. You just slide one out and slide the next one in.
Yep. We have
So
2 bags that come with it, plus that.
there's a lot of different pictures that you can project onto your house. If you're doing photography for a Christmas scene or whatever it may be. Let me actually open up the other one.
Because this has birthday cakes and other things that I can't. Balloons. I can't.
This has masks, like a masquerade party.
This has fireworks on it.
So perfect for the 4th of July.
Yeah. This has hearts and like a rose for like Valentine's Day.
This has red lipstick, high heels. Can't quite tell what the other
This
two
has
things are.
for leprechaun like the 4-leaf clover, pot of gold.
Okay, so for St. Patrick's Day.
St. Patrick's Day. That's what
This one's coming up. It's got pumpkin, turkey, looks like a cornucopia, and then some fall leaves. So a nice little fall light there. And then this one, these are, so the other ones of these I've been looking at were colored. This one's actually just black and white, and it's snowflakes.
I can't tell what that one is. Nice.
Easter egg basket, Easter eggs
So Easter
in
stuff.
a nest, and then more Easter eggs. And then this is tacos.
Yummy. Taco Tuesday.
Oh, no.
No.
It's a taco clown.
Oh.
With a jack-in-the-box, a regular clown, and then just a clown head. So for some people, this would work for Halloween because it could freak them out. So I'm going to grab a battery for this, and then we will take this outside if it's not raining like crazy. So when you open up the instructions, it tells you which way, which way to load the battery. If you want to use DC power, you can plug it in to a battery, or like a battery like this, or any power source that in this case is USB.
Sweet.
If you're going to use the battery, you slide this off.
Oh, there you go.
Looks like it has a battery,
Oh, nice.
which means I've got another. I've got a lot of these.
Oh, sweet.
So you can see
Why don't you pop a card
kind of
in?
the light as it shines there.
You can hear that round too.
Oh, sorry. So I hadn't paid much attention to this, but this track is actually important because there's a little notch right here that track is going to slide into. So these are only going to work one way. And the picture actually is moving around. So there's a little motor in here, and you can see these Easter eggs moving around.
Yeah. Let me turn off the light.
Yeah, turn off the overhead. That'll make it stand out a little more. And there's going to be a sweet spot for the distance, because you can tell here they're not in focus. Everything's a blur. Out here, you get actually closer to that ideal focal point, and you can project them onto the wall, and they look pretty decent over there.
Yeah, they do actually, and they can see them better on this now.
So that's kind of a neat trick. That's not bad for $14.
No, that isn't.
Because a lot of times these don't come with the batteries when you get some of the different flashlights.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, I'm gonna set this down because they're probably shaking.
Well, probably. So we'll, if it's weather permitting, we'll get some more showing this on the wall of the house. But if not, thank you for joining us on My Husband Bought What? On where? Okay, so I came outside with the flashlight, and got it projecting from maybe 10 feet off the wall here. Well, probably maybe 15. So the images are at this distance a pretty decent size, and they actually look kind of cool. We did see that on this setup there is a switch, so you can make it so that the background is not moving. So if you wanted to use this for background and you're not using a flash, or if this is brighter than what the flash is going to be, which might be hard to do. Or if the flash is going, if you've got a flash going this way and going off camera and not going onto the background, then it probably wouldn't wash it out, and you'd still be able to get something from it if your exposure was long enough. But it could be something fun for photo backdrops. But yeah, just kind of a neat overall decoration, and can be used for a lot of different events, because from what I saw, there were, I think 12 or 14 different GOBOs to pick from. Each one has 4 different images that would go through this kind of pattern. So I'm going to turn that off, and then I'm going to show the black light outside, since it's dark right now. You get an even better appreciation for how intense this is. But it's not just lighting up this toy, it's actually exciting the fluorescent properties that are in that green. And so it's lighting up specifically because of the UV wavelength. This one doesn't have the fluorescent properties, so it doesn't light up the same way. But this is this is surprisingly bright for how small a strip that is. You can see it's not huge, but sure is mighty. So if you see something like this and you're in the market, that should hopefully give you a good expectation for what it has a potential for. And I think I said it earlier, but it has an adhesive strip. It looks like it's a 3M. Actually, it's not 3M. It's EM. So probably a knockoff as far as the adhesive. But just peel the back and then slap it on what you want it on. If that doesn't do the trick the way you're wanting it to, some contact cement would probably help along, without causing any damage, hopefully. I know some adhesives can be a little particular with plastics. You can also see that as this is warming up a little bit, it's becoming more flexible. So before you apply it, that might be something you want to consider, whether you're applying something specifically like this or another item. Just the pliable nature will be better if they're a little bit warmer, not hot. LEDs generally don't get hot, but have the potential to. So anyway, thank you again for joining us. Have a great day. Enjoy the upcoming holidays.